Hello, my name is Samuel Moxham and welcome to the 5th devlog. So this is officially the devlog of things that I've started and haven't finished yet. It's been 3 weeks since the last one. That is because I had a week off doing lights up in Auckland. Nothing too major. Cool, so the first thing we notice is we now have a nice little GUI up here. I'm just going to quickly quit this and turn off the debug properties. Cool. Reading files, calculating galaxies. Cool. New game. Oh, yes, of course, we now have a load game and multiplayer option. I'm not going to show them to you this devlog because they're top secret and they're not finished yet. So, yeah, I don't show anything that's still bugged out. So these things are started, they're not quite finished, but at least they're presentable. So, yep, so we have our main space station. Let's just build a quick space station, one that's quite complicated. You don't want to make it too easy. I mean complicated for the script to read, as in, let's go like that. So let's confuse it. So we've got two identical options here, but we're going to add a gas on the top and bottom of the other ones, and we're going to add a goods there and a ore there. And on this side, let's hook in some level 1 solar panels. In a really confusing way. Go. Still haven't touched the solar panel script yet, sorry. Actually, I'm not sure if I showed that in the last devlog. I think I didn't, I think I disabled for it. But I just did this little cute thing where the solar panels face the sun. But it's not finished yet, as you can see, because it's flying around in random directions. And it's really cool because each time you load back into the thing, they all spin around to face the sun. Just a little fun thing I did when I was bored. So let's add a few more solar panels. There we go. And let's add maybe a fusion reactor over here with a communications array sorta style on it, so we can have heaps of probes. Oh, look at that. And we've got to get some oxygen happening, otherwise our people will die. It is a requirement to have oxygen on your space station. Oh, ignore that one, it's a bit bugged. There it is. The pistons are animated, but I just haven't finished it yet, and they sort of jump off in a random direction. So they're sitting over there. Cool, and let's add some office spaces. And a place for our astronaut to sleep. So we got 2 astronauts, and let's sort of add that for fun. Cool, so this is a complicated space station. Well, it's not that complicated, but it's complicated enough that the script will be a bit confused when reading it, because it's now got to find paths to the end item, which is... So it's going to find a path to the last object I created, which is this one here, but the last object I created is right next to the first object in the game. So let's have fun, let's see if the script will read it. So we go into the galaxy. It's all deleted, it's all gone. It's nowhere to be seen. To be loaded back in, and here we go. And just like that. It found it all perfectly, and if we bring our console over, it will tell us the paths that it found to get to the final one. And it's got failed to load action. So there we go. Research Collider was parented to this corridor, and the corridor was parented to our main station parts. And it found it all nice and dandy. We got 47 parts on our space station, and yeah, the space station is pretty much perfect now the way it constructs. And if we look at the top here, whenever I hover over anything I get a small description, which just gives us a name and unavailables, because I haven't bothered to copy and paste the descriptions in yet. But if we click it, it locks in, so no matter what I hover over now it's up there, and I can upgrade the station part, which isn't finished yet. It was what I was working on before recording this, but it was so broken that I deleted it all and got really mad and decided to do something else, like recording a devlog. Yeah, I was having problems with so many things. And then if we click anywhere, it'll unlock our description, and we can maybe click on a solar panel, but it's not working. Maybe click on the collider, it'll lock in, and it's not finding. I got a bug, it's okay. It's should be coming up with an upgrade, but I have a problem with how I load in the objects, so we'll worry about that later. But stuff like the jump gate can be upgraded, and I just have to make it work, and then you guys can see all the 200 other assets that I made. Getting there. And cool, so what else? We've got money, which is up here in the top left. So at the moment we're gaining 0.38 billion per cycle, and that's just this sort of thing just to test that it changed. And this is our science points, and this is time. Now time works like Star Wars Empire at War. I nearly said Star Wars Age of Empires. Empire at War, where you get different ticks happening, and at the end of that tick you get everything's refreshed. So there's 12 there, and after 12 ticks all your income comes in, and then after 10 cycles, after 10-12 ticks is a full cycle, and at the full cycle all the AI is recalculated, all the small AI, not the main AI, is recalculated, and all the shares are updated, and all the financial data is all updated, and everything is updated, which brings us to these panels on the right, which aren't finished yet. So if we bring it up, this brings up our exit menu with a small title text, so menu please don't quit yet. And we can close this, or we can hit escape to close it, or we could switch between them by just clicking up here. So this one here is our statistics for our space station. So oxygen -1, I'm laughing at my own jokes. The quit, yeah, I didn't delete. I've got all these floating objects around now. Oops. So here you'd get all your station statistics, like it'll tell us that we have 47 station parts added to our station. It'll tell us that how much oxygen, how much power we have, how many people we have in our offices, and just all the statistics. It's a lot of it. This one here is our market detail. So along the left here we'll have all our different ores and stuff, and then we'll have price history up here in a graph, and you can buy and sell based on best price. And then we have shares. So here you'd get a list of all your minor AI and all your major AI, and you can buy and sell shares between them. So that should be in the next devlog hopefully. So yeah. Depending how long it takes me to fix this whole upgrading space station part sort of script that we have going. Cool, and next one is the financial statistics of your company. So here you have all your income and different statistics based on history, so how much ore you sold, things like that. And even though it doesn't have an icon yet, this one here is awesome flying dudes, your astronauts. And we have two panels here which are top secret, so I'm not going to tell you them. And yeah, so when these are open, the game resumes, but everything's paused behind it. So we're still getting the description of hovering over the stuff behind it, but if we click, nothing happens. Well, the camera refocuses. But if this is closed, if we click, it opens up here and locks the thing, which doesn't happen with the thing being on top. Cool. And what else is there? I know I did more than that, I just can't think about what it was. Oh yes, all the fonts have been changed, so they're a bit bolder now and a lot tidier. So you can see it's not all pixelated when it goes small and stuff like that. Trying to think of other stuff. The time does work, but there's no visuals to show that it works, so everything's just sped up by 5 times when I click that. But there's nothing to actually visually show it. It's just bare bones of the script, not all finished yet. There are a few memory leaks that are measurable on the profile, which have popped up recently, like if I hover over certain objects for some reason the logic goes up to like 80%, so I'm probably going to have to spend a few hours hunting them down. That's just the fun part, looking for memory leaks in your scripts. And yeah, other than that, everything's going really smoothly. Oh, I didn't show you guys the detachable button. It does things do detach. Oh, I can't because I've got that bug which is stopping it from searching to see if it's detachable or upgradable. But you can detach objects in this one, because now it's not just adding all the objects, it's actually finding the path to where the object leads. Which means you can see I click this corridor here, which is connecting all our solar panels. So I got a text. If I detach this, everything below it's going to be detached as well, and you don't get any refunds for detaching anything because it's now lost in space. And yeah, so it's quite a dangerous tool, but if you want to redesign your space station, that's how you do it. Say I get the fusion reactor and the solar panels are no longer needed, I can detach all the solar panels, which actually makes you think strategically about how you plan your space station, and having different wings and branches popping out. Yep, so that's all, nice and short. I will see you guys next time for the next devlog. I do have another holiday next week, so probably won't be that much like this one, but it'll be fun. Cool, I'll see you later. Oh, wrong button.